Sports Channel's evening of sports for you. The Islanders and Penguins earlier, and now the Cosmos and the Los Angeles Lasers. I'm Al Troutwig along with Seamus Mallon. We're still talking about what happened last night in San Diego. A fabulous performance by the Cosmos and a real upset over the league's leading team, San Diego, by a score of 5-3.
It wasn't an upset, but the Cosmos did exactly what Coach Klevecka wanted them to do, which was to keep their composure, build from a very strong defense and a superb performance from David Bursic, arguably the best player on the field last night, and then just be patient and wait for their chances. And surprisingly, it was the Sockers who lost their composure, and the Cosmos played their game for the last 10 minutes and won handily at the end.
As you can see, the schedule will not let the Cosmos celebrate for long. We will see tonight, Seamus, whether the Cosmos can take that victory and build on it.
Well, it's a terrific challenge because to come a short distance admittedly, but back-to-back games after a very tough encounter last night, coming on a bus ride late in the night up here, it's going to be very difficult for them to win. On the other hand, they now are playing with confidence, and they know they have to play back-to-back games. It's a tough schedule in this league, but they must win these doubleheaders. On the road, it's asking a lot, but that's, after all, what they must do. That's what they're faced with, and they now have the confidence and the talent to know they can take on anybody.
A couple of players that emerged last night as timely performers, Andy Parkinson, Chance Fry, along with David Bursic.
Well, certainly Parkinson was very important. Those two goals that he rocketed in from the sides, one was a rocket, the other he just dribbled in, were two very important goals. And Chance Fry, of course, was the man on the spot to touch in the mistake by the goalkeeper to put the Cosmos ahead for good. Bursic, though, still, the fabulous player, did a tremendous job. I don't think there can be a better goalkeeper in the league right now the way David Bursic is playing, and certainly Ray Klevecka, who's been around the league, thinks that also.
People who follow soccer will certainly tell you the South Americans were always the best at controlling the ball in tight spots, and that's, of course, important in this game. The LA Lasers have a couple of players, Beto and Batata. They are from Brazil, and they are able to create a lot of excitement with their ball dribbling skills.
They sure are, and of course, the local fans here, are many of them, I think, are Latins, and they want to see that kind of play. Poli Garcia, also an American citizen, but with, of course, a Latin background, is very, very strong. Another player to watch out for is an Englishman, Stuart Lee, who was leading the club in scoring, and many people felt that Stuart was finished when he left the Portland Timbers in the NASL a few years ago, but he's resurfaced, done very well indoors, and he's very crafty and gets into good positions, so he complements the skill out front by being very clever and getting behind defenders.
So what do you think is important for the Cosmos to do tonight? What did they learn last night as far as a team performance goes that they can carry into tonight's game?
Well, I think they learned the most important lesson, which is that you don't play the way the other team plays. They cannot compete with the San Diegos and the Los Angeles club by playing the way they play. They have to play their own game. Tonight, I expect Los Angeles to come out and put a lot of sort of full-court pressure on the club, particularly in the middle of the field, winning the ball there. They have to find a way to beat that pressure and get their attack going. It requires, once again, a heavy dose of patience.
2 years ago, Los Angeles was 8-40. Last year, 24-24. And now 9-4. They are a team on the move, and tonight's challenge for the Cosmos. Back to the Forum in Inglewood, California, right after these messages on Sports Channel. Welcome back to the Forum in Inglewood, California. Momentarily, the Cosmos and the Lasers. But right now, the top song in America.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Laser fans.
Mr. Frank Mahoney and the national anthem here at the Forum. The officials for tonight's game on the field, Klaus Kretschmeyer and Kelly Mock, will share the duties. They will be assisted by the alternate referee, Mr. Don Goldman. The starting lineups, first for the Cosmos. I'm sorry, the Los Angeles Lasers first. In goal, English veteran Mike Mahoney. He will be assisted by Alan Kelly, who has played in every year of the Major Indoor Soccer League, Greg Ion, Gus McCallis, Willie Milano, and Milton da Silva Batata. For the Cosmos, Hubert Birkenmeyer will be in goal. His Major Indoor Soccer League debut. Just before the game began, David Bursich took ill with the flu, we believe, and so Birkenmeyer will be in goal. Dan Cantor and Laurie Abrams will play. Andrew Parkinson, Pedro De Brito, and Carmen Marcantonio. The Cosmos will be wearing their road blues as we take a look at the pride of Freiburg, Hubert Birkenmeyer.
And indeed, Hubert has got a tremendous task in front of him now because he has not played in this league, as you said, played only about half a dozen games in the NASL indoor campaign last year. There's Mike Mahoney at the other end, we saw briefly, but Hubert has not played a lot, has done some coaching, is, of course, a very popular player with fans and with the rest of his teammates, but what a burden for him suddenly thrown in with just 5 minutes before the game.
Second meeting of the year between these two squads. December 6th at the Meadowlands, the Cosmos suffered a loss 5-3. Mike Mahoney makes the first touch of the ball. His nickname, Budweiser. We'll let you figure it out.
Does very effective. He's a very good shot blocker too, and he's getting more poised and more disciplined in his play. I think it's been a good change in his attitude since he's been made captain of this club, and it shows in the way he plays. Very important.
The buzzer sounds here in Inglewood, California. No score between the Los Angeles Lasers and the Cosmos. We'll continue in a moment. Former rowdy of Tampa, Wes McLeod. Back for Esky. And the Canadian Greg Ion feeds it left side now for number 3, Mike Hunter. Loose in front. It goes in. Goal, Los Angeles. Holy Garcia.
Well, Jeff Durgan not able to keep his man out there. Holy Garcia in front, bowling over Durgan, which is not easy to do, and the carom really victimizing him. The goal. Look at this. Hubert dives. It can't quite get to it. And there's Garcia in front. And Durgan really tries to bowl him out of the way. But Garcia was all the way in there. Very good position. But look at this difficult ball. Jeff tried to touch it away, but instead missed it as he tried to do so. Hubert could not recover. And Garcia just sort of scrambled it home. So not a very aesthetic goal, but they all count. And the Cosmos trail.
Laurie Abrams, Pedro De Brito, and Andrew Parkinson up front. Dan Cantor and Carmen Marcantonio anchor the defense. This is Cantor, number 3. De Brito laying it off for Laurie Abrams. Out for Parkinson, a rips one, and Abrams deflects it in. The game is tied.
Well, they did get it back, and Abrams, from whom lots of it expected and had not delivered as much as we would hope, scores the goal off the shot from Parkinson.
Back to the forum to show you how it happened again in a moment. The Cosmos assist leader, Laurie Abrams, begins the play there.
And a cracking shot from Parkinson. Looked like it might go in, but it didn't. But Abrams was there to touch in the rebound off the wall. So good play by Laurie Abrams. Very enterprising and opportunistic play. As we said, Laurie has been used primarily as a target man, but he's got to get some goals, and that's an important one for the Cosmos right now.
Number 5 for him on this 13-game season so far. Parkinson on the assist. Durgan at the point. A ricochet pass in front. Durgan gets his own rebound. He'll try it again. In the slot is DiBernardo. Cosmos lead 2-1.
Right, well, a great move by Jeff Durgan. Initially, when he snapped up that ball, I don't know if we'll get a chance to see in the replay, but when he got the ball initially, he made a great fake. Well, that's a little bit after it, but then he pushed the ball across. Had a very fine finish by Angelo DiBernardo, but Jeff Durgan should get a lot of credit for that goal.
I think he just did.
6:33 the time of the goal. So Durgan the assist, and the go-ahead goal, DiBernardo.
So the Cosmos now lead by a score of 2-1. 8 minutes, 27 seconds to go. As you can hear, we've cued the DJ again. That means it's time for a commercial on Sports Channel.
So it'll be a little bit of a set piece here, obviously, for LA. They've got something rehearsed here. Stuart Lee comes in. He's had a quiet game so far.
intercepted by McLeod, who, as tired as he is, makes the play to shut down Los Angeles. 1 second to go. Benno has his restart swept away by Dan Canner. And so Hubert Birkenmeyer has survived his first half in the Major Indoor Soccer League, giving up only 1. But Ray Klevecka's troops lead this game 2-1 at the Forum in Inglewood, California. We will be back on Sports Channel in a moment as the shots keep flying. Return on Sports Channel. Seamus Mallon will chat with Andy Parkinson, one of the stars of the game last night. He scored 2 goals. Halftime here, Cosmos lead at 2-1. Things are looking good in Hollywood. We'll be back.
With me here at halftime is Andrew Parkinson, the leading scorer for the Cosmos this season in the indoor season. Andrew, 2 goals last night. You must be very happy with that performance in San Diego.
Yeah, I didn't expect to score 2 goals against a team like San Diego. As you know, they were 10-1. And I'm just very glad that we won the game, because the way we were playing lately, we were very unlucky and unfortunate. And to beat San Diego is a good booster for us.
Well, what about the new coaching situation? I know players don't like to talk on the air about a coach, but nonetheless, you have a new man in here, in Ray Klevecka, and he's trying to do some different things to you. How are you responding to his direction?
Ray, I think he's done a very good job with us so far. He's very organized, and he knows the indoor game very, very well. I haven't played under a coach that has organized his forwards and his midfielders and his defenses as well as he has, and he seems to motivate players not just before the game but during the game as well, like at the end of each quarter. So a lot of players have a lot of respect for him, and I'm very impressed.
Well, now you also recognize, of course, that it's always most difficult to get the attack going. Defending and midfield play is one thing, but what sort of things are you now concentrating on that perhaps you weren't looking at before from your attacking play?
Well, I'm not so worried about getting back, because like before I played in the midfield, so I was attacking, but then I had to think, well, I've got to get back if I attack, because I don't want to break it down or anything. Now I'm more concerned with going forward and trying to score than sort of worried about getting back. The first thing in my mind is trying to score the goal, and then if not, you know, get back, but not I'm not as worried as before.
Well, about last night's game in San Diego, which really was a tactically very well played game for you all. You defended very well and built from the back and waited for the chances. Do you ever have any doubts that this patience, this patient approach is going to just not work for you?
No, I think the patience works, because we cannot, not cannot, but our game is keeping the ball, and if we can't get a goal, we should keep the ball and try and set it up. And like you said, the patience will help us, because when we use the boards or we run and try and keep with the opposing team, they sort of run us off the ground, because they're used to the game. They're quicker at the game, and this is, like I said, it's our first season here in MISL, and it's a different league. I mean, the NASL indoor was a lot slower, and it was a lot more patience.
Well, now, the first goal you got last night was a goal from the right side, as I recall, after Dan Canner had fallen down and played the ball to you. You took on your player and went by him and fired a wide-angle shot. The second game also came from the wide positions. Do you think there's more opportunity to score from the wide positions than in front in indoor soccer?
No, I don't think there's more opportunity. I think it's just as the game goes, people don't expect you to shoot from the corner, and I don't think the goalkeeper or anybody else expected me to shoot, because shooting from an angle, there's less chance of scoring, and fortunately, you know, they both went in, but in being in front of the goal and shooting is more chance of scoring.
On the other hand, defenders tend to concentrate more centrally, do they not? So the route to goal through the middle is more often blocked up.
Yeah, that's true. They understand the fact, you know, they know forwards want to get in front of the goal, because it's just a toe poke or whatever, and it's a goal. From the sides, it's a lot different. You have to either use the boards or shoot.
And the second goal you got, you came in from the left side of the boards, took on Branko Segota, perhaps a good defender, if you will, for you to take on, because he's a forward, really. But are you aware of that, I wonder, when you go into a corner? Do you look to see who it is, or do you just not even think about that?
Well, I didn't think about it, or, you know, because if I had a look who was marking me, I probably wouldn't have, I would have lost the ball. So, you know, you just get the ball, you know there's somebody behind you, because he was kicking away like crazy. And, you know, I didn't really care who it was, because all I wanted to do was get the ball in the back of the net, either, you know, try and score myself or give it to one of my teammates. And fortunately, I got around him, and like you said, he's not really a defender, and he gave me that little bit extra, so, you know, I took advantage of it.
Very good, Andrew. Well, let's hope that future games of the Cosmos, you'll take similar advantage of other opportunities. We've been talking here with Andrew Parkinson at halftime. We'll be back with more halftime activities after we pause for these words. Cosmos fans, catch the Cosmos MISL action at the Meadowlands Arena next Sunday, December 30th, when the league-leading San Diego Sockers come to town. I see Giorgio Quinaglia and the Cosmos take on the Sockers with scoring ace Steve Jungle. Tickets are available for this holiday special at all Ticketron outlets, the Meadowlands Arena box office, and by mail through the Cosmos front office at 301 Route 17 North, Rutherford, New Jersey, 07070, or call 201-460-7100 for further information. Now, as a holiday special to you from the Cosmos, all adult tickets will be half price for that game. The Cosmos and the San Diego Sockers, Jungle against Quinaglia. Half price adult tickets next Sunday, December 30th, 7:35 p.m. at the Meadowlands Arena.
Giorgio, by the way, not on this trip. He is in Italy tending to some business. Cosmos also without Steve Moyers, Alan Green, Doc Lawson, and Dragan Vujovic. Let's go back to the first half when L.A. got in front.
Poli Garcia taking advantage of a little mix-up between Durgan and Birkenmeyer. Birkenmeyer trying to come out, could not get it, and Jeff in a position to sweep it away just missed with his attempt to clear it, and Garcia touched it home. And this was an important goal for the Cosmos as Abrams made a good run down the side, and the ball comes back out to Parkinson, I believe, who fires just far wide, and there is Abrams still in the same position to touch in the carom off the boards and tie the game up at 1 apiece.
2.5 minutes later, the Cosmos went in front.
All the work done by Jeff Durgan this time. It comes back out to Angelo DiBernardo after we see Jeff Durgan win it now here. Now watch Jeff, a little fake, and then beat his man. Now that's really what did the job. It gave him a little bit of extra time. Then he put a good cross in and a fired shot by DiBernardo into the top. But a lot of that goal must be accounted for Jeff Durgan because of his important discipline outside and holding the ball, beating his man, and then squaring it over.
In one way where the American goalkeepers have an advantage over the Europeans, they naturally were brought up playing football and basketball and sports of the hand.
And their throwing can be far more accurate.
Callis beating Birkenmeyer, and the game is tied. Joy in Hollywood for the moment. Back on Sports Channel after this.
Gus Mocalis coming in with Hubert Birkenmeyer screened a little bit by the defense here. Watch him take the shot. It goes just to the right of the goal of the Eskandarian, and Hubert never thought that was going to be possible. He thought Eski had that far post covered. As a result, he never moved. The ball did take a funny kind of swerve and dip. But in any case, it's tied up at 2 after 4:28, unassisted, that goal by Gus Mocalis, who's had some enterprising play in the first half. Now the Cosmos are getting to lose a little bit.
And Hubert gets the return from the captain, Durgan. Abrams on the counterattack. Nicely played out by Birkenmeyer. Abrams will try to spin and pass if he can. He shoots and scores. So much for the passing idea.
I think Hubert Birkenmeyer gets an assist on that goal, does he not?
He should.
A release pass all the way down to Abrams, who Abrams does a great solo job and scores.
Cosmos lead it again, 3-2, 6:24 to go in the third.
Well, I said earlier that Laurie Abrams has got to start producing some goals. Watch his second goal of the night, beating his man on the outside and then firing it beautifully into the far post, off the inside of the post and in. But great work by Abrams, looking over his shoulder, drawing his man into him, and then spinning away from him and firing very quickly. The secret of that goal, not just getting his defender to commit, but also the quick turn and the quick release. You must release very fast in this game. His second goal of the night puts the Cosmos ahead. Again, getting the pace again. I said that was a secret to last night. Eventually, they got San Diego to play the way the Cosmos play, and the Cosmos outdid them at that particular game. And tonight, they're having the same effect. They're just taking the game away from LA, the home team, and playing their style.
Casbeck Tamby, number 24, in the slot for Parkinson. He fires and scores! Cosmos lead 4-2. Andrew Parkinson, his third goal in 2 nights.
Wow, a terrific piece of work by Casbeck Tamby, too, also keeping his cool. He's had a lot of possession when he's come in for this short period of time, but look, he doesn't give it away. He gives a nice square ball. Parkinson takes it well, moves to his right, gets away from his man, number 5, who is Dos Santos, and just buries it in the corner. A very fine goal indeed by Parkinson, who's having a very good Western road trip. And I guess justifies our selecting him to talk at halftime. He was a little nervous about that, but obviously he's done very well. The Cosmos lead 4-2 with a minute to go. Right. I think he does have a hard time, but again, it's one of these things where he's playing limited amount of time. He's playing a limited amount of time, and it's pretty hard to come in and pick that up. We got to speculate a little bit. Maybe it's a bit too early about who the Getty player of the game might be. No question last night, David Bursic. We'll have to ponder that one a little bit. Maybe Parkinson. So far, DiBernardo playing it very well. Jeff Durgan.
Well, you've narrowed it down to 10. Buzzer sounds. And this game is 75% in the books. Cosmos go in front in this third quarter and lead by a score of 4-2. Fourth quarter coming up right after these messages. Sabrino can't get it out. DiBernardo finally does. Whoops, forgot something. Backfield from Batata, intercepted by Marcantonio. A break for Chance Fry. He gets around Mahoney. Goal! Cosmos lead by 3.
Well, look at the cheering in the Cosmos bench and the arms going up in the air. Terrific goal by Chance Fry when the Cosmos were under pressure. Just what they needed.
We'll take a look at that goal after these messages. Cosmos 5, Lasers 2. Here's a look at the goal. Chance Fry beautifully avoiding Mike Mahoney.
And a great lead pass out to him by Carl Marcantonio. Erroneously, they've given this goal in the official announcement to Jeff Durgan, who I believe was on the bench at the time. So they got to straighten that out real fast. Here's the goalkeeper change, by the way, for the Lasers.
From UCLA, number 22, Tim Harris.
Well, Tim Harris has gone in the goal.
Former UCLA Bruin. He has not seen much action. Only 6 minutes so far this season. The Cosmos will be roaring up the field to try and test Mr. Harris, who played his soccer in Westwood, which is north of here.
Now, as a holiday special to you from the Cosmos, all adult tickets will be half price. That's the Cosmos against San Diego Soccer's Jungle against Quinalia, and half price adult tickets next Sunday, December 30th, 7:35 p.m. at the Meadowlands Arena.
As you can see, that man is not the goaltender, but he'll wear the netminder shirt. Beto exchanging shirts with Tim Harris, but the officials now have said that that shirt that he was wearing is much too close to the one that everybody on the team is wearing, and so I think we'll see Mr. Harris disrobe and give the red shirt to Beto. Yes, indeed.
By the way, while I have a break, the Cosmos and Sports Channel must send their congratulations out to Amir Ali, the fine Columbia University player who was named the Herman Trophy winner for this year. Had a terrific career at Columbia, has represented his country very well, too. Most promising young man and a bright, interesting fellow who's done very well in this country, and I think has a tremendous future in the game of soccer, and a nice deserved award for Amir Ali of Columbia University, and a nice tribute to soccer in the New York, New Jersey area.
This is the 4th time this season that Los Angeles has gone to the extra attacker, and in the previous 3, they've given up 2 goals. We'll see what happens here. Cosmos with a 3-goal cushion. Wes McLeod on the run as Beto tries to get back. Just in time to deflect that one from going into the goal. Remember last night, if you were with us, Angelo DiBernardo scored from the midfield stripe. Alan Kelly looking for Paulie Garcia. Kelly way off target, back for Batata for Beto. He's way off. Right now, Los Angeles looks like the gang that couldn't shoot straight. Garcia, another shot over the glass and into the crowd.
Well, Stuart Lee, there you see him, number 14, got into an excellent position for that carom off the glass, but regrettably for his teammates was unable to do very much with it. The line change now after only about 50 seconds with 2:16 to go. A lot of pressure, of course, on the Cosmos, so essentially 6 against 5 situation on the playing field, that is excluding the goalkeeper for the Cosmos, so they have got to change players a bit more often. And I think they may call timeout a little bit if there's a bit more pressure. I heard Paveka saying that during his timeout talk.
In the meantime, what a trip for the men in blue. Cosmos taking on 2 teams with a combined record of 20-5, San Diego and Los Angeles. And looking the superior team both times out.
Certainly looking the more composed team, the more disciplined team, the more patient team, and those qualities have been what's paid off for them.
Birkenmeyer makes the low shot save, quickly sends it out for Andy Parkinson. A long shot from Parkinson. He had a pretty good shot. Comrie, he shoots, and Benno makes the save, or something close to a save.
That's right. I don't think he knew anything about that. But a minute and a half to go. The Cosmos have a 3-goal lead in Los Angeles, having beaten San Diego last night.
Batata with a bouncer in front. Marcantonio can't get it out. One minute, 14 seconds to go. And Hubert Birkenmeyer has had himself quite a night with his MISL debut. 1984, what a year on Sports Channel with the Cosmos, Islanders, Nets, Mets, and Yankees giving their all. We can't wait for a new year of memories in the making. So best wishes and happy holidays from Sports Channel, the home of the home teams.
Well, we still have the problem of the Getty player of the game, haven't we? Fry with a goal, Parkinson with a goal, Abrams with a couple of goals, Steve Bernard with a goal, and all played well.
New line.
Let's listen in.
Who's the other one? Okay, now look. I'm missing a forward. I need a forward. Replay. Look. 3 men in the back. Eskandarian, McLeod, Tamby. 2 men in the front. Keep that position. Don't. Keep shift, but don't run into the middle. Keep that position. 2, 3.
The guy in front of me, I can cover that one.
Yeah, no problem. Leave the man in front of him alone. He's a sweeper. Okay? Our ball now.
4, please.
I think he wanted the 2-3, Seamus.
Well, I think you get a little bit of an idea of what we've been talking about for the last 2 nights. This is a man with supreme confidence in himself, and it shows. He knows the game, and he has real authority. He tells the players exactly what he wants them to do. They listen, they do it, it works. You can't ask more of a coach.
A perfect time to thank the folks at VTE who so often make our stays in the Forum, from a television standpoint anyway, fabulous. Thanks, guys. Los Angeles trying to come back. They're down by 3. 67 seconds to go. Beto brings it up. Remember, Ray Klevecka said 2 at the front and 3 at the back, and that's what the Cosmos are doing. They're crowding the box with 3 players.
The dangerous play foul called on Stuart Lee, who's had a bit of a forgettable night in his history. Very good player in England, played with Manchester City. And Burnley came over here to play Portland Timbers, did well for them. And then went into the MISL and had a very good season last year, and is their leading scorer this year, but so far has looked not terribly sharp tonight.
Beto brings it into the Cosmos zone once again. Zoran Savic, the former Kansas City Comet player, let one go. Foul against him. Free kick, Cosmos. Chance Fry with a goal. The Cosmos 5th. He's pretty excited. Second night in a row that he has scored a big goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Lazers' 6th non-time penalty.
Oh, the Lasers, well, they snuck up on us, didn't they?
That's right, they sure did. That was a bit of a surprise.
Their 6th foul, so they will now get a penalty, a 2-minute penalty, but they won't need all the 2 minutes. There are only 38 seconds remaining. And that ought to just about wrap this one up.
It certainly should, and it's been wrapped up. I think you could always argue that 3 goals doesn't mean much with 5, 6, 7 minutes to go in the MISL, but frankly, the way the Cosmos are playing, they are a tough team to catch from behind. If you are down goals the way they played the last 2 nights, you're in serious trouble. And keep in mind, this is a team missing some really talented players out there who are still trying to get back healthy and come up and start scoring some goals for them.
Wes McLeod for the Cosmos. And even with the extra attacker strategy, the Cosmos now have an extra man. 20 seconds to go, and the Cosmos will be raising their record to 5 and 8.
Let's go.
10 seconds. Stuart Lee, a last gasp. No. That does it. Ball up into the crowd, and this one is over. The Cosmos winners tonight by a score of 5-2. Hubert Birkenmeyer, his first victory in the Major Indoor Soccer League. And all in all, a fabulous team effort by the guys from the Meadowlands.
Well, 2 games on the road on the West Coast. Everybody at their most optimistic are saying, let's hope for a split. But this team has suddenly become just that, a team. They have found themselves now the confidence. They have found themselves with the skill and the abilities to do the kinds of things the coach wants them to do. And I think they're ready now to begin a roll and really show the New York, New Jersey fans that this is a team well worth coming out to see.
So, Ray Klevecka's visit to California, profitable indeed. Andy before the game last night in San Diego, and he was joking whether I had a job for him in announcing. He said maybe soccer's not the game for me. He was a little down on himself. Now suddenly, 2 nights later, 2 quick games later, he must be feeling a lot better about himself.
Well, I'm sure he does, and I know that his family cares very much about how he plays, but they watch in very carefully to his performances, and they did a nice job for us at halftime and did a nice job in the field of play, as I must say did Hubert Birkenmeyer, because what a tough spot for Hubert to be thrown into, not having any experience really to speak of at all in indoor soccer, and coming through with some superb saves and excellent distribution.
You know, confidence is a weird thing, so difficult to achieve, but once you get it, it can be a very great thing to lead you on the road to success.
It sure can, and you will not allow other players to break it down for you. If the team feels that sense of confidence among them, then it brings along the weakest player. Even the weakest player in attitude gets swept up by it, and it really affects the opposition. They see that they're up against a team that really is a unit instead of just a few individuals out there.
Okay, that is the story from the Forum tonight. Please have a happy and a safe holiday. We need you to pay your cable bills on time every month. For Seamus, I'm Al Troutwig. Good night from California.